Ain't no sunshine in it all. Yeah, moves being made. It's hot out here. The proper moves were made. The 76ers go out there and they grab Paul George. I like it. Hafiz, what up? What up? Keyway, what's up? What is up? What is up? What is up? I might got to turn the air on. Night Rider, what's up? Let's let it brew. Let's let it marinate. I'm trying, Dave. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm trying. Lunchtime with the bullies. PD, what's up? Chop, what's up? Sixers Eagles championship year. Hey man, it's looking good, man, for the sports. It's looking good for the sports, man. The city of Philadelphia is definitely putting their best foot forward in terms of sports for the city. You know what I mean? And that's all you can ask for, man. That's all you can ask for. Shout out to y'all, man. Days on York Nights in Norfolk. Me and D-Lo joint. 20,000 streams in the first week. 7 tracks. The 6 tracks. The entire project, 7 minutes. 20,000 streams, bro, in the first week, bro. Independent artists, man. LB, if you could go with one last free agent, who would it be for the Eagles? If I can go with one last free agent for the Eagles, it would probably be Indomika Sue. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We're gonna talk. It'll probably be somebody like Sue for sure, or Stephon Gilmore. I would love to go with like a guy like Sue or Stephon Gilmore. Um, Paul George to the 76ers, man. Paul George to the 76ers. Maxie just got extended. Black Rick Flair go hard, bro. I appreciate that, bro. Maxie just got extended. I like it, man. I like what the 76ers are doing for real. I really, really like what the Sixers are doing in terms of, free agency, locking up some of their key acquisitions. So you got a big three of Embiid, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey. You bring Kelly Oubre back. You definitely brought back Andre Drummond to be able to help, you know what I mean? Rebounding shouldn't be an issue for the Philadelphia 76ers. Listen, man, Paul George did everything better than Tobias Harris. They did everything better than Tobias Harris. That's what Paul George brings to the table. Everything better than Tobias Harris. But I'm not mad at any Philadelphia 76ers fan who want to take what the team is doing with a grain of salt. I'm not mad at it, bro, because this ain't the first time the Sixers had talent on a football on a basketball court. This ain't the first time we had talent. Let's talk about it, man. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it in the aspect of the truth. This ain't the first time the Sixers had talent. They said Clay out there, maybe. But the 76ers are equivalent to the Dallas Cowboys to me, and I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't tell the truth about it. Ain't been out the second round since 2001. What's that, 23 years, 22 years? Ain't been out the second round since 2001. Don't make no playoff runs for a championship. That ain't what we do. So you can't be mad at any 76ers fans that are, you know what I mean, on a team. You can't. Only thing that could cure that is winning. We're not trying to be paper champs. The 76ers got to earn a lot of people trust back, man. We support them. It's Philly. It is what it is. But they got to earn the people trust back. They got to go out there and ball. They got to give us something to be excited about. Because we know that there's going to be excuses, coaches being fired, and a second round exit at best. We know that. So it's okay to have that stance, bro. Don't let people tell you you're not a real fan because you refuse to put up with mediocrity. Don't let people tell you that. Don't let people tell you you're not a real fan or you're a fair weather fan because you decide to not put up with mediocrity. Don't let people bully you into that mindset, bro. And that's why I drag the Dallas Cowboys fans so much because they are willingly putting up with mediocrity. Willingly. I don't talk about the Sixers because the Sixers are not a passion of mine. I am passionate about the Philadelphia Eagles and Philadelphia Eagles football, but that don't mean I ain't watching. That don't mean I ain't watching. that don't mean I ain't watching. If the Sixers win a championship, I'm gonna be right at the same parade with the people who are quote unquote diehards, who watch every disappointment, who talk about every disappointment. I'm gonna be at the parade with them. They ain't gonna be able to qualify. They ain't gonna be able to disqualify me from enjoying that, because I'm a Philadelphian at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean you can't be fed up, and that don't mean you can't want the team to be better in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So right now we can appreciate the moves that's being made, but it gotta come. It gotta work on the floor. It gotta work on the floor, bro. And that's my mindset with the Philadelphia 76ers. I love the Paul George signing, though. A lot of people are a little wishy-washy on it because he's 34. He just got a max. You know what I'm saying? Miss Austin, how you doing? A lot of people are wishy-washy on it. He's 34 years old. He just got a max deal. But I think Paul George got something left in the tank for sure. I think Paul George is an excellent two-way player. I think Paul George can defend on the perimeter really, really well. Got long arms. He's a better rebounder than Tobias Harris, a better scorer than Tobias Harris, a better ISO player than Tobias Harris. You know what I'm saying? Embiid don't have to take the game shot all the time. You can ISO for Paul George and call the play for Paul George, and Paul George could take that shot. He's a better defender than what James Harden was, but James Harden was a better passer, better playmaker, things of that nature. But in terms of comparing what left and to comparing what we got, and Tobias Harris and Paul George is no comparison, man. Paul George is the better basketball player, especially at this point in the two respective careers. You know what I'm saying? Paul George, 9-time All-Star. Paul George got his respect out here. Yeah, he bounced around a little bit, but when Paul George's contract over, he's gonna be 38. That's the only thing that bothered me about this, man. I think he's gonna be 38 when his 4-year contract is up, or when we don't have to pay him no more. We just gave Paul George his retirement bread, bro. We gave him his retirement bread. We could have signed Paul George for 2 years. We could have maxed him out at 2 years, bro. We don't need that type of bread on the books for 4 years. He's 34. I don't expect Paul George to be playing like LeBron at 38. That's just me. That's just me. You know what I mean? Age do catch up to you in the NBA and in all aspects of the game. But some Philadelphia Eagles talk, man. I'm worried about the pass rush of the Eagles, bro. I'm worried about the pass rush, man. I'm worried about if we're going to be able to, adequately replace the production of Hassan Reddick. You know what I mean? No, we couldn't. PG wanted that 4-year. Of course, he wanted that 4-year. He wanted that 4-year. But year 4 of the 4-year contract, he's gonna be 38, bro. He's gonna be 38 years old. I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes what players want and what players need. He's gonna be 38 years old, bro. I mean, 38. He's not as explosive as he was in Indiana. You know what I mean? That's just the truth. That's the truth. But he's still a very, very solid defender. He still could shoot. His 3-point shot got better over the year. He still got handles. He still could dribble. He still could rebound. But it is what it is, bro. I bet he did want the 4-year deal. Who don't want the 4-year deal? NBA contracts are insane. They insane. But is the Eagles pass rush good enough to compete? Is the Eagles pass rush good enough to, it's good enough to compete, but is it good enough to be elite? Because that pass rush has to work its magic for us to really, really get the benefits out of this Fangio system. You know what I mean? I hope the pass rush is solid. I'm not here to say the pass rush going to be bad one way or another. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that the pass rush, PG averaged 22 points last season, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he did. He averaged 22 points last season. But I think against the Dallas Mavericks in the playoffs, he had a game where he only had 7 points. We know we're going to go to the playoffs, but we need everybody to be at their best in the postseason. What up, LB? It's a good day for y'all boys. PG is perfect. Is perfectly what y'all need. I think PG is what we need, though. Vic loved the blitz, and Devin White is great at that. Don't forget that. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. But I want some of that pass rush production from the D line too, though. Because when you blitz your linebackers, smart QBs is going to throw what them linebackers were supposed to be holding down that zone at. Blitzing linebackers, yeah, it works when you do it right. But, when teams start to pick up on that, You know what I mean? It's teams that could eat you up, man, with smart quarterbacks, you know what I mean, who deal with blitzes all the time. So I just need the front four to be able to get home, bro. I need Sweat, Huff. I need them boys to be able to get home. Thought LB was gonna be at the softball game. No, bro, I wasn't at the softball game. I think I was wrapped up, man. I was busy, man. I'm doing too many things right now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I'm doing too many things, man. The music, then you got the YouTube content, then you got the various sponsorships that I'm a part of, the charities. Man, it's just too it's too, you can't be everywhere. Then I'm a dad. You literally cannot be everywhere. You cannot be everywhere. I gotta make sure my girl happy. It's only one in me. I wanted to be at the softball game though, for sure. I definitely wanted to be at a softball game, man, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But it looked like it was a great turnout, the softball game. You know what I mean? I seen AJ. It was AJ. Of course, AJ was going to be there. Smitty. It was cool, man. The turnout was cool. I haven't been as excited about our CVs in a long time. I'm excited too. I'm excited about the cornerbacks, man. I am, man. I'm excited about the football season in general, man. It seems like the off season is moving kind of fast for real, but I'm excited, man. We got some questions that we need answering, bro. A lot of people are trying to say that Jalen Hurts Super Bowl run was a fluke year. Like people have Super Bowl runs every year. Only Mahomes. Like, what are we talking about? They're saying Jalen Hurts Super Bowl run was a fluke year. They saying Saquon Barkley washed. They saying all this stuff, man. Fangio is outdated. They saying everything, bro. Anything that you could possibly say, the haters are making the narratives up, and the haters are trying to make these narratives be true. They saying a lot of stuff, man. But this the thing about haters, man. This the thing about haters. Where's that? It ain't documentary. Here we go. This the thing about haters, man. Haters never present when it's time for a victory. Haters never present when it's time for your victories, man. Haters always present when it's time for speculation and things of that nature. They're never present when it's time for you to be able to show them what you really made of. They never present for it, man. They never present. Hate comes in a variety of forms, and one of the biggest forms of hate is called self-hate. Let's talk about self-hate for a minute, y'all. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about self-hate for a minute. This is self-hate. I was just on Twitter. It's a Cowboys fan from Philly on there. A Cowboys fan from Philly on there. I'm not gonna say his name because most of y'all might not even know the guy. Cowboys fan from Philly on there right now. But he is Sixers fan. You hate yourself. You can't love yourself with even having that mindset. How are you from Philadelphia and you don't cheer for the most beloved team? Now, make no mistake about it. Flyers, Phillies, Sixers, Eagles. The Eagles have the heart and soul of the city. Make no mistake about it, bro. Make no mistake about it. How are you from the city of Philadelphia and you're not an Eagles fan, but you're a Sixers fan? That's called being a geographical bandwagon, man. It's despicable, and it's not the stuff that Philadelphians are made of, man. We don't do that, bro. But I understand it a little bit. I kind of get it. I can get why a Sixers fan would be a Cowboys fan because both teams let you down in the playoffs. I can get it. I get it. You're used to disappointment from all angles. But to not have an identity as a sports fan is wild to me, bro. It's wild to me, man. It's wild to me, bro. So when you go to a Sixers game, you shaking hands with Eagles fans. You shaking hands with Eagles fans. Make it make sense. Free agent pickup Yannick or Emmanuel Agba. I like that. Yannick make a lot of sense too. But you know what I mean? It just don't make sense, man. And it's a form of when you look in the mirror, you don't like what you see. You know what I'm saying? You don't like what you see, man, when you look in the mirror. So a lot of people are different. A lot of people are different, man. And different what they shall remain. Different what they shall remain. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Football season coming, and I think the Eagles going to dominate this year, bro. I think the Eagles are going to dominate. I think AJ Brown is going to beat out the previous 2 seasons, which is hard to do. You know what I mean? He had 1,400 yards back-to-back years, I believe. I believe AJ Brown is going to have a crazy year again. I believe Smitty is going to have a good. I think it's going to be a good year for the passing game. I think Kellen Moore is going to involve Dallas Goedert. I think Smitty is going to be moved around, pre-snap motion and things of that nature. We're going to be able to catch a lot of defenses by surprise, yo. A lot of defenses by surprise. Everybody seems to be excited. You got the offensive line. They're excited. They're running around saying that this is an offensive line friendly offense. Everything is pointing into the right direction, man. This is a great offseason, man. It's a great offseason, man. We know what was on paper. There's nothing bad you could say. Our team is bonding, charity, softball games, things of that nature. Everybody's staying healthy. Everybody's staying healthy. Saquon Barkley was the cherry on top. Jalen Carter is going to be scary. It's going to be scary. Milton Williams in contract talks, going to be scary. Remember, I said that a week ago. Then 3 days later, everybody, Milton Williams extended. Come on, bro. We do this at an extremely high clip. We're part of York. You from LB? I grew up on Garrett Street. From 17th in York, from Bancroft in York, down there by Red Top. What's up, V? Stay blessed, mighty and strong. You already know. You already know, man. But yo, y'all really showed off, man, this last week of streaming the music, bro. Y'all really showed off, bro. Because 20,000 streams in a week is crazy to me. That's crazy. Remember, it came out last Monday. Can't wait for Eagles and Ravens. I'm gonna be there December 13th. That's crazy to me, man. And y'all showed out, bro. And these labels that want to talk to me and D'Angelo, Xavier, and stuff like that, man, they look at them type of numbers and they look at that type of impact we have just off of word of mouth, man. You know what I mean? Just off of word of mouth. Down here on Oregon and 7, South Philly. Hey, shout out to South Philly. Definitely shout out to shout out to South Philly. You know what I mean? But we can't give energy to negativity, man, because our team is doing what we supposed to be doing. Fifth in York, my guy Andrew, what up? You over there down there in Badlands. You know what I'm saying? We can't give negativity to people who don't like what we doing. You know what I mean? I'm everything Philly from Reading, PA, and my mom a Cowboys fan. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Damn, we got Paul George, Philly killing it. What up, LB Go Birds? You already know. What's the name of the music again? I meant to add it to my gym playlist. It's called Days on York, Nights in Norfolk. If you just type in Lord Brunson on any music platform, you're gonna see the latest project pop up. You're gonna see the latest project pop up. I appreciate your support though. But we can't give any we can't let negativity grow legs in terms of Philadelphia sports. PMA, positive mental attitude. Positive mental attitude. They're upset that their organizations ain't do what our organizations did. They're upset. They're upset that their organizations did not do what the Philadelphia Eagles organization did. So they got to channel that and say Jalen Hurts ain't good enough. Saquon Barkley washed up. Remember, AJ Brown wasn't elite. Remember they were saying that when we got AJ Brown. AJ Brown wasn't elite. One of their content creators made the spiciest analogy ever. The spiciest, zestiest analogy ever. He gonna say AJ Brown. He gonna say the Philadelphia Eagles was at the party with all those baddies, meaning the wide receivers that was free agents that year. Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams. There was a lot of people that got extended when we went and grabbed AJ and extended him. We was out there with all those baddies, and y'all walked away with AJ Brown. Y'all walked away with the ugly one nobody wanted. Come on, bro. Who even talk like that, bro? Who even talk like that? Now AJ Brown out here looking like a top 3 wide receiver in the game. Looking like a top 3 wide receiver in the game. Everything we do good breeds hate, especially from that side. Reports of CD Brown saying he ain't showing up if he don't get a new contract to training camp. It's a different type of security that the Eagles give us. We don't have to go into the season stressed. We ain't got to carry that stress. They carrying stress. They carrying stress. They leaving playoff games crying. They carrying stress all on their chest. Slimy in their chest. They carrying stress, man. So they got to do stuff, man. They got to watch what everybody doing. They got to comment on what everybody doing. You know what I'm saying? They carrying stress, man. We don't have to do that as Eagles fans. It's good to have Howie Roseman. It's fantastic to have Howie Roseman. Devontae Smith took a team deal and still carried water for Sirianni. Hurts got the bag and can't be cordial. Come on, man. What do you mean? Hurts can't be cordial with who? Hurts can't be cordial with who? This is in your mind. This is something in your mind. You got to be a Cowboys fan. You got to be a Cowboys fan. You looking at somebody carrying water for another grown man. Let me tell you a story about something like that. Let me tell you a story about when I was in the Army. This was my first disciplinary action. I was in the Army. I was a private. We was in NTC. It was in California, National Training Convention or whatever. I forgot what NTC stand for. We in NTC. All the NCOs and the sergeants been to war. All of this stuff. They got skin in the game. All of the savages. We in the tent. You know what I'm saying? We in a tent. One of the savages writing something on some paper. Me and my man about to go to chow. The savages writing their list down. They writing their chow list down. But me and my man going to chow to sit down and eat. They writing their list down, expecting us to bring them food back like their legs don't work. There's nothing wrong with bringing food back. There's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with doing it. But when you don't want to do it, when you feel as though another man should have to do what he got to do, you get penalized for that in certain situations. To make a long story short, I was no longer in the tent. They moved me to the motor pool because I refused to bring somebody their food. I refuse. I'm not a lunch runner. I'm a soldier. I refused to be a lunch runner that day. So just because Smitty made his choice to bring somebody some water, that don't mean Jalen Hurts ain't cordial. It's in your mind because the media is manipulated. You don't know what Jalen Hurts' relationship is with Nick Sirianni. You don't know that. Lane Johnson and BG gave Hurts the seal of approval while Dallas booking each other pockets. Exactly. You don't know that. You don't know what Jalen Hurts like. Stop listening to the Philadelphia media, bro. The Philadelphia media prey on your emotions because they know how much we ride for the Philadelphia Eagles. Pause. They prey on your emotions. WIP and a lot of them platforms, man, they bank on you getting overzealous and anxious. WIP, every week they got an article. Is Jalen Hurts the guy? Jalen Hurts has to be better. That's the narrative that I hate the most this offseason is the Jalen Hurts got to be better narrative. I hate it so much, bro. I hate it. Yes, the turnovers were up last year. But you cannot even fix your mouth to even talk about the problems from last year if you're going to start with Jalen Hurts. I don't want to hear it, bro. Troy Sandwich and Let the Music LB, nothing but fire. I'm spinning on replay in the AT. I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you want to start with Jalen Hurts, when you talking about what happened to the Eagles last year, then, you talk to somebody else. I don't want to hear it, bro. I do not want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. The Philadelphia Eagles lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the playoffs is different from the Dallas Cowboys loss to the Packers in the playoffs. That's just the facts, bro. I'm gonna lay this out right now because that's what Packers fans don't. Cowboys fans don't want to face what happened in their playoff loss. Instead, they say, "Well, what happened against y'all and the Buccaneers?" Of course, the result is the same. Jalen Hurts was missing AJ Brown. You know what I'm saying? And that game was like a 6-point game for a lot of that game. It was a 6-point game for a lot of that game. I think we was down like 6 going into the half, as a matter of fact. What happened in the game versus the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was head coaching. It was coaching malpractice, bro. Coaching malpractice. And this is why I am out on Sirianni already. It was coaching malpractice, bro. You don't go into a game with AJ Brown out, only having Smitty and Quez Watkins, who just been Magic City buns since the Super Bowl. You don't go into that game and abandon the run the way you did, and don't attack the middle of the field while they're sending free rusher after Jalen Hurts. You don't leave your quarterback out to dry. So if Jalen Hurts got an issue with Nick Sirianni, he damn well should, for real, for real. You don't leave a franchise quarterback out to dry like that, bro. With that game plan going into that game. You don't do that to a franchise quarterback. So you got every right to have a problem with Sirianni if you really do got a problem with Sirianni. Let's call a spade, man. He left Jalen Hurts out to dry, man. Made it appear that he can't read a blitz, but you can't put a quarterback in that situation. You cannot put a quarterback in that situation with those routes, no hot routes, and abandoning the run and running every play from a shotgun formation while they send a free blitzer. You don't put nobody in that situation. But nobody want to hear that, though. Nobody want to hear that. You got dudes running 4 verticals while we got a free blitzer coming. You don't put no quarterback in a situation like that. But nobody want to hear that, though. LB, let's talk about paying a quarterback that's 22-25 against teams over $560 million bag. Are you talking about who you talking about? Dak Prescott? Paying a quarterback that's 22-25 against winning teams is $60 million bag. You talking about Dak Prescott? I think it's laughable. I think it's laughable, to be honest. I think it's I think the narrative and the notion that he's deserving it is laughable too. Because this is the thing. A lot of Cowboys fans are fanboys. They're not fans of the team. You know what I'm saying? They're not fans of the team. They fans of the player. The player that they like the most right now is Dak Prescott. That's their guy. They like Dak Prescott, especially African American Cowboy males. Cowboy fans that are males and are African American love Dak Prescott, no matter how bad he is in the postseason, because the Cowboys fan base is desperate. That portion of them, that demographic is desperate to say a black quarterback is the guy. I'm gonna keep it as real as I can about the Dallas Cowboys and the infatuation with Dak Prescott. They're infatuated with him. They want to say a black man that's a quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys is the highest paid quarterback in the league. That's what they want to say. That particular portion of Dallas Cowboys fans, they need that. They want that to beat on their chest about. They need that. That's just the facts. Now, if Dak Prescott becomes the highest paid quarterback in the National Football League, where's the money for CD going to come at? Where's the money for Micah? Don't you got an offensive lineman that need to be paid too? You can't justifiably tell me that a quarterback that has shown you what Dak Prescott has shown you, been franchise tagged, been extended. This will be a second extension with the same team. That this guy should get this bag with this team. No, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. Dak Prescott is supposed to take a team-friendly deal with his track record. CeeDee Lamb supposed to get the bag of all bags. But Dak Prescott right now at this point, from what he's shown, should get a team-friendly deal. Dak should be taking $50 million a year. At the highest, bro. At the highest. Don't confuse it with Trevor Lawrence's situation. Trevor Lawrence got what he got market value because of upside. He's not even 25 yet. First extension, you get what the market says you're supposed to get. That ain't how that worked for the second extension if you don't have no playoff runs. Did Kirk Cousins get maxed out? He has no playoff runs. What other quarterback right now that's looking for extension got maxed out? Who 30 years old with no playoff runs? The Clippers did not want to max out Paul George. 34 years old. I don't think Paul George ever been in a conference game. You just don't max out certain players with the same team again. And that's my thought process, bro. Dak Prescott got to take a team-friendly deal, especially if you want to keep that nucleus together. You got to take a team-friendly deal. You got to take a team-friendly deal. In my opinion, if Dak don't take a team-friendly deal, he's selfish. You know what I'm saying? If you don't take a team-friendly deal, you're selfish. But, that's my thoughts on it. What do you say? Good thing Eagles fans still talking about us Cowboys fans. Nice to know we living rent-free. I mean, you here. You amongst the 290 people, 302 people that say it with lunchtime with the bullies. What are you talking about? You don't have to get this sermon about the truth. Find me anywhere where I made some content talking about the Dallas Cowboys and I was lying about Dak Prescott. You can't, man. The truth hurts, especially when it's coming from a divisional rival. First time in the chat, just here for LB reaction. But I'm out. Don't worry about me. You here for my reaction. This is your first time in the chat, but you here for my reaction. Come on, man. You know where to go, man. You know where to go to get the truth about yourself and your team. You know where to go. There are about 15 QBs better than Dak for real, for real. I don't know if it's 15 quarterbacks better than Dak, but I'm not mad at nobody who feel that way because Dak can't win in the playoffs. The quarterbacks that I think that are better than Dak, Josh Allen. Josh Allen really can't win in the playoffs either, but Josh Allen, I just think I'll give it to Josh Allen over Dak. You know what I mean? Dak is the longest tenured player. You know what I mean? Josh Allen, Lamar, Patrick, Jalen, Josh Allen, Lamar, Patrick, Jalen, Joe Burrow. I like Matthew Stafford over Dak. It's a couple. I like CJ Stroud over Dak. Jordan Love could be better than Dak. I think I got to see some more. So that's like 7 right there. I don't like Kyler Murray over Dak. I'm 50-50 on Dak and Kirk. I think Kirk is just as good as Dak. Statistical warriors in the regular season. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's 15 better than Dak, but it's a good 8-9. It's a good 8-9 better than Dak. It's a good 8-9 better than Dak. You know what I'm saying? Cowboys need to worry about the Commanders. No, everybody need to worry about the Commanders. Everybody need to worry about the Commanders, bro. I hate to say it, bro. The Commanders look serious, bro. Everybody need to worry about the Commanders, bro. If that quarterback is as advertised, the Commanders could be really, really good this year. The Commanders could be really, really good this year if that quarterback is as advertised. I like Jared Goff over Dak too. I like Jared Goff over Dak. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is what it is, man. I'm getting this video together, man. I don't know if I want to do. What player should I do a video on, y'all? What player should I do a video on? I'm gonna let y'all decide right here in this chat. Who do y'all want to see a video on? My last one was a slightly a Newton Williams one. Who do y'all want to see a video on? I feel like AJ and Smitty. I feel like those are, I think I might want to do a Smitty video for real, for real. I think I might want to do a Smitty video, but we're gonna see. We're definitely gonna see. They dumped Chase Young and Sweat. If the QB poop in Washington, they're gonna be a problem. Yeah, if the QB pop in Washington, they're gonna be a problem. They definitely gonna be a problem, bro. They are going to be a problem in Washington if the QB is good. Our secondary, I could do that. The first round CB was a miss in Washington. Oh, you talking about Emmanuel Forbes? Barkley and his impact. I like that, Drew. That's what it is. Barkley and his impact, man. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Monday. I'm gonna work on this Saquon Barkley and his impact video, man. I want to do